Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. Have you ever shot about a 35-minute video and then realized you totally messed it up? All right. This is a VR to Bear et al., who did a video recently on teams, groups, mags, tribe, defining terms, and then did a shout out to me to weigh in on it. And so, we all define things a little bit differently, but for the purposes of Viking preparedness, the first two terms I go over, group and crew, are important. I want you to pay attention to them. It's how things are going to be here. It's the terminology we're going to use here. The rest is kind of my opinion on other terms, and you may go forth and do as you wish. All right. First thing is a group. Group. I'm just going to put GRP. We have been very successful over a wide range of the country in forming Viking meetup groups. Thank you to the hosts and hostesses for doing that. We have some groups that have met 3 and 4 times and have plans for more meetings. If you are the host or hostess of a group that has met several times and has plans to meet again, real plans, not ideas, and you have not received an email from me in the last week, you need to send me an email, and we'll get on that with you, because we're going somewhere with this. Group. A group, look it up on the internet. A group is a gathering of mutually independent people who all have basically their own ideas, but they come together to share an activity or an event, that kind of thing. Our Viking meetup groups are like that. We have a host or hostess who says, hey, we're having a meetup of Viking preparedness people. If you're interested, come, bring your friends, right? And so people show up. And typically the way these things have been going, if this meeting is held here, people are coming from like an hour or more in all directions. And they come together for this group. Why? What are they coming together for? To talk about preparedness, to meet other people of like mind, right? And some of those, like I said, group meetings are going very well. But those group meetings are not the be-all, end-all. The purpose of those group meetings is for individuals in these groups to go, I like you guys. Let's do something special on the side together. Or these two people go, hey, I like you, and also I have 2 friends, and I have 3 friends, and we all like going deer hunting together. You want to go deer hunting with us? Sure. The purpose of these groups is to form what I am terming as crews, as in a boat crew. This is a crew. Now you will notice that this crew up here, there's only 2 members of that crew are a part of the Viking meetup group, and there's like, what did I put up there? 5 other members that don't even go to the Viking meetup group. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not trying to patent this. I'm not trying to stamp the Pastor Joe Fox Viking stamp on stuff. What I'm trying to facilitate being formed is crews, like a boat crew. Here's why. When the balloon goes up, when the crap hits the fan, when the zombies be walking up and down the street, yo, the fact that you've met 5 times, here's you, with this person who lives 3 hours away from you, isn't going to help you in the least. They can't help you when they're 3 hours away. A crew, in my mind, and I know I said they go to deer hunting camp, but that's not what I'm talking about. A crew is a group of people who form together, who band together and say, when times get tight, we are there for each other. And when I use the word there, I mean it. Proximate relationships, geographically proximate, right? They have to be near each other to assist each other. They have to live in the same cul-de-sac, or at a minimum, the same neighborhood, or have plans to, when these indicators go off, tick, 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 we are all coming to your house. And we're going to stay in the guest bedroom and in the den and in the garage, or we're all going to Bob and Sue's ranch or farm or cabin or whatever. And they make plans to be together, physically together. Because when it's time for me to sleep, I need somebody I know is keeping an eye out so that I can sleep. They're providing security. When I need to carry this heavy thing right now, I need people right now to help me carry it. I don't need to get on the phone and say, hey, next Saturday, can we get together and do this thing? And vice versa, right? You need to be together when times get hard. And I'm calling that group that has decided to come together a crew. The purpose of the Viking meetup group is to allow crews to meet and form. And again, I don't care if they're all part of the Viking preparedness thing or not. I don't care. In many cases, these crews will be kin. It'll be two related families, you know, a guy, his wife, their three kids, his wife's sister and her husband and their two kids, and Grandpa and Aunt Polly. And they've all decided they're going to Grandpa's house. Okay, cool. That's a kin-based group. There are other crews that form with families and individuals who say, when everything goes bad, we're all coming here together, and we're going to be one. Now, here's what's important with these crews, because the whole purpose of the groups is to allow crews to form. Crews is where it's at. Crews is what's going to keep you alive, not a group. You need a crew. You need to be part of a crew. Right now, at our Viking meetup groups, we have a lot of singles coming. Not meaning they're not married or they don't have a significant other, but here's Bob and his significant other, Sue. She just doesn't feel it, man. She doesn't like going together. She doesn't like crowds. She doesn't like meeting at Waffle King, you know, whatever. She ain't playing. She doesn't go. This is Mary Beth, and her husband, he ain't got time for all that. He's got to drive a truck, or he's got to, you know, work in the hospital, or, you know, whatever. He's just not going. That's Mary Beth's thing. She can go do it and let me know. That's fine. That's fine for the group. That's not fine for the crew. The crew has to include everybody who's going to show up at this spot. And so if a man and a wife have 3 kids, the crew needs to interact with the wife and the 3 kids, or the husband and the 3 kids, who's ever not normally playing. Because you don't want to get cooped up with zombies running around outside and, you know, all chaos going on, and then realize, I cannot stand to be around these 3 kids. Or that man, or that woman, or that grandpa. You know, no. So these crews, you think forming a group, a Viking meetup group, and keeping it going is hard? Forming a crew is harder. Here's some other things about a crew. Crews typically, there's a crew. Crews typically share all the important things. If it's really important to me, it's going to be important to everybody else in the crew. Meaning, things like religion, things like politics. If politics is really important to somebody in the crew, then everybody else has to at least be passive about it. You can't have 2 people, one person thinks Antifa is the way to rule the world and the other one is a proud member of the Proud Boys. They're not going to be on the same crew. They don't see eye to eye on the important things in their life. You could have a crew of vegans. They probably wouldn't want me on their crew because I eat meat. That doesn't mean they're bad people. But they need to form a crew with people who hold the same things dear that they do. This is important. This is why many times crews are formed of kin, because kin shares these things. All right. The purpose of our groups is to form crews. Once we get crews formed, the magic starts happening. Trust me on this. We got to get there though, and that requires you. See, we've got these awesome group hosts and hostesses that are doing a lot of their own personal time to bring these crews together, these groups together. That's just to allow you to do your bit, which is actually harder, to meet like-minded people and form crews or join a crew. All right, what's a MAG? Oh, what's a team? I used to use that term, team. A team is a group of individuals who all bring their own unique skill sets together and allows them to do something really cool. You know, synchronicity, right? Kludging. Picture a football team. You got the really heavy center who will not be moved and is okay with his hands to pass the ball to the skinny guy with good eyes that can go pew and put that football 70 yards down the field right into the hands of that really fast guy who can run all the way down there ahead of everybody else, jump up 12 feet in the air and catch this ball, right? The purpose of the team is to move the ball down the field. You can have a team in a group. You can have an emergency room physician, a paramedic, and over here they know. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to have a team in the group. And over here, I don't know, a nurse, and they become the medical team for the group. What's that mean? I don't know. Hey, 3 weeks from now, can you guys put on a training event for this group? You know, we're going to do a little round robin where we do these different medical things. That's our medical team for the group. You could have a medical team within a crew, right? A team can be anywhere. It's just putting the right people together to make something wonderful happen. But again, a team is not a crew, and what you need is a crew, using our terminology, to help get you through the night, the long, dark night when winter is coming. All right, so that's a team. A MAG is a mutual assistance group. Again, a MAG can comprise of anything or anybody. The group can have a mutual assistance group where they meet this older woman's been coming to she's a widow, and she's been coming to all the group meetings, and then you guys find out her porch is falling off the back of her house, and so you get a crew of people. You get a gathering of people together with varied skills and abilities and product that they can bring, and you build her a porch. You just mutually assisted, right? And then maybe this meetup group gets together and they go help clear somebody's pasture or something. And you can bring people from outside of the group to the party to go do that, to be part of the mutual assistance group. So a mutual assistance group can be within the group. It can also be outside of the group. It can include crews, whatever. Mutual assistance groups are defined, meaning you have to define what are we mutually assisting each other on. But I'll tell you what, when you live 2 hours away from somebody and have no hard plans for how we're going to link our entire families up in the event of chaos, because check it, nobody's leaving their wife and kids. Nobody's leaving their husband and kids. They're bringing them along, right? And so if you don't have plans and if you haven't incorporated them into your end of the world plans, they're not a crew. They're a MAG, and it's not going to work. Right? It just allows you to play like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts every 6 weeks, every 4 weeks, and think you're ready for the apocalypse, but you're not. You need a crew. You need a crew of tight people. All right, and then tribe. I've talked about tribe before. I think tribe is formed up. Tribe can be like this, maybe. Everybody's either in the tribe or out of the tribe. The tribe shares culture. The tribe shares religion. The tribe shares their place in the world. The tribe has a distinct sense of us and others. Insiders, outsiders. Tribe. There's nobody that's half in and half out of a tribe. You're either in the tribe or you're not. And when you're in the tribe, it's, all for one and one for all. We do everything for the tribe. Kind of outside the scope of this. You cannot form a tribe. I don't think you can. Most of you cannot. And I'm running short, and I just got a text saying, hey, come help. Tribe. So I got to go do that. But hey, for the purposes of us, Viking preparedness, we have two terms that you need to get on board with. One is group. Group is things like the Viking meetup group. It's just people who are interested in this one aspect, so they come together. In this case, they're interested in our version of Viking or preparedness. They come together to the group, but the whole purpose that I got these meetup groups going is so that you all can join and form crews, because you need a crew to make it through what's coming. Focus on forming crews. It's what's going to save your bacon. All right, if you're interested, if you have more questions, please put comments down below. I'll see you out there.